for a teacher who might be starting this program or any type of mindfulness and SEL in the fall, what tips or suggestions would you provide for them, if any?
Well, a couple of things. As far as building relationships with the kiddos, like I said earlier, using I statements, using the things that we're teaching through the curriculum ourselves, and more than just modeling it, but really integrating it into your everyday life is going to make a huge difference. Once it's coming, authentically from you, the kids really notice that. And they really notice when you believe in this practice and when you practice it yourself. So that's a big tip. I think it's important to find what resonates for you, and that's your entry point. So, with the 5 different components of SEL, and then with mindfulness, there's a lot of room in there to find the pieces that work for you. So, and then once you start incorporating that, then you'll want to incorporate other pieces. But it's all about incorporating it in a way that it doesn't drain you, doesn't take more energy, but actually the practice will give you more energy and give you more space for the things that are really important when it comes to doing your planning and your other classroom responsibilities that you have. So the idea is to spend as much time as you can looking through the curriculum, and you don't necessarily have to go in order at all of how it's laid out. I think when I started, I definitely found a piece that felt more comfortable for me to start with. So figure that out. Where's your comfort zone with it already, and then grow from there. And keep incorporating it. We have to line the kids up so many times a day, and that is a great opportunity to use a lot of these different practices. So just find where you can incorporate it throughout the day.
Yeah, that's great. One thing I've noticed, I go into a lot of different schools around Colorado, and one thing that sets your classroom apart is the second I walk in, I can sort of feel that I'm in a spot where kids will be talking about their emotions and feelings, and through posters and lighting. So even if you could just offer some tips there too of different ways that you've found successful to set up your classroom, I think would be really helpful for some teachers.
Yeah, and there's so much information out there. Really, I just went on Pinterest and started looking for ideas, and I didn't want to spend any money, so I didn't. I was able to, get some ideas of how to set up. It's a fairly large classroom. So just things like lighting are super important. And I have the twinkle lights that I put up, and just low lighting, calm lighting, warm lighting, and a lot of things to soften the hard edges of a classroom. So pillows, blankets, and things that just seem soothing. I do have a plant. We don't have windows in our classroom, so it's a little bit of a challenge. But I think, if you can have lots of plants and bring in things from nature, all that stuff is things that you can do that once you've done it, it's no more work for you, but it keeps working for you. So when you set it up and you have things from nature and you have nice calm lighting, it's like you've already done 3 to 5 steps of what you would have to do if they come into a classroom that isn't set up to be calming and soothing.
Yeah.
So again, there's a time saver there because you're not having to get them all set up. They just, like I said before, they walk in and they know what we're going to do.
Hmm.
And that's very dependable. And they come in and they take their place in the circle because they know that that's what we've done. Um, and I actually made a video um, for my kiddos this over the end of this last year on how to set up a peace corner at home, which is based on the peace corner that I set up in the classroom. So the thing about peace corners, just my thing is that I know a lot of teachers want to build them in their classrooms. And what I find out happens is that the kids don't know how to use them. The kids haven't been taught how to use a peace corner. So they go in and everything seems like a toy and not like a tool.
Mm.
So we worked really hard to get almost every kid in the school 5 minutes of a trial period in that peace corner so that they knew how to use it.
Mm.
Um, then we actually started using the peace corner as a peace corner for kiddos who were in such a brain state that they were having difficulty doing what they need to do. So they would go into the peace corner, calm their brain through a variety of lessons that they've already learned, and take 5 minutes and come out and rejoin the lesson. And I think it's really important if you are going to set something up in your classroom like that to invest the time to teach the kiddos how to use it, because once they knew how to use it, it worked beautifully.
Mhm.